A crazy Karen tried to get me fired from a store I don't work at. I don't work here. I never worked here. But that didn't stop a raging Karen from trying to get me fired from a store I'd never even been employed at. It started as a normal Saturday. I had one mission: grab some groceries and get out. I had plans that night, and the last thing I wanted was to waste my time navigating the endless aisles of this massive store. I threw on whatever was clean. Black jeans, a red polo. Didn't think twice. That was my first mistake. I was in the snack aisle, comparing two different brands of chips, when I heard it. A sharp, annoyed voice. "Excuse me." I barely registered it at first. The store was packed, and there was a constant hum of people talking, carts squeaking, and kids whining. "Excuse me." It was closer, louder, directed at me. I looked up. She was standing right there. A middle-aged woman, perfectly curled blonde hair, oversized sunglasses perched on top of her head, and an expensive-looking handbag clutched in her grip like it was a weapon. I gave her a polite nod. Yeah. Her arms crossed. "I've been waiting at the customer service desk for 20 minutes and no one has helped me. I need you to call a manager. Now." I blinked. I don't work here." Her lips pressed into a thin line. "Oh, don't give me that. You're wearing the uniform." I glanced down. Red polo. Black jeans. Okay, I could see why she assumed. But still. "I swear," I said, "I don't work here. I'm just shopping." She rolled her eyes. "I don't have time for this. Just get your manager before I report you for being incredibly rude." I let out a slow breath. I could walk away. I should walk away. But some deep, irrational part of me thought, maybe if I explain one more time, she'll get it. Spoiler, she did not get it. "Ma'am, I promise you I don't work here." Her eyes narrowed. "You're refusing to help a paying customer?" I opened my mouth, then closed it. There was no getting through to her. At this point, people were starting to stare. A couple aisles down, a guy peeked over a shelf, pretending to browse while very obviously eavesdropping. A cashier at the front of the store glanced over, her expression torn between amusement and secondhand embarrassment. I sighed. "Look, I can find an employee for you, but Too late. She was already storming away, marching up to an actual store employee. A nervous-looking teenage boy in a real uniform. She grabbed his attention like she was calling over a waiter at a five-star restaurant. "You," she snapped. "Are you the manager?" The kid looked like a deer in headlights. No." "Then find me one. Because this employee," she spun and jabbed a finger at me, "was just disgustingly rude to me and refused to help." The poor kid stared at me. Then back at her. Then back at me. "He doesn't work here." The moment those words left his mouth, Karen's entire body stiffened. She turned to me, eyes narrowing in suspicion. "Is that true?" I threw up my hands. "That's what I've been telling you." But instead of apologizing, she crossed her arms, huffing. "Well, you shouldn't be dressed like that. It's misleading." I just stared at her. Was she serious? The kid, to his credit, mumbled an awkward, "Sorry about that," before practically fleeing the scene. I figured that was the end of it. I was wrong. Because just as I was turning to finally go about my day, someone else appeared. The store manager. And Karen, seeing an actual authority figure, pounced. "Are you in charge here?" she demanded. The manager, a middle-aged guy with the tired expression of someone who'd been in retail too long, sighed. "Yes, ma'am. What seems to be the problem?" Karen wasted no time spinning her web of lies. "This employee," she practically shouted the word, "was rude, refused to help me, and lied about working here." The manager frowned, looking at me. For one horrifying moment, I could see the confusion in his eyes. He thought I actually worked there. "What's your name?" he asked. My stomach dropped. Karen smirked, arms crossed. I stared at the manager, pleading with my eyes. "You think I work here?" His eyes flicked to my red polo. "Don't you?" "No." I nearly shouted. "I'm just trying to buy groceries." The manager's face went pale. Oh my God. Karen's smirk vanished. He turned to her, horror dawning. "Ma'am, he's not an employee." There was a long beat of silence. Then, instead of apologizing, she doubled down. "Well, he should be. He's dressed like one. How was I supposed to know?" The manager looked like he wanted to bash his head against the nearest register. I don't know what to tell you." Karen, furious, turned on her heel and stormed off toward the customer service desk, still muttering under her breath about incompetent staff. I just stood there, processing. The manager rubbed his temples. I am so sorry. I exhaled. Not your fault. She, comes in a lot. That didn't surprise me. He sighed. If it makes you feel any better, she's banned from 3 other locations. I blinked. 3. Oh yeah. She once threw a can at an employee. That actually did make me feel better. He clapped me on the shoulder. Well, I appreciate your patience. And, good luck with the rest of your shopping. With that, he walked off, shaking his head. And me? I sprinted to self-checkout before anything else insane could happen. As I was leaving, I passed customer service. And there she was. Still arguing. Still furious. Still convinced she was right. I caught the eye of the teenage employee from earlier. He gave me a slow, knowing nod. Some people just live for the drama.